Okay, here we go. Going to be talking about sleep tonight. I'm Dr. Nancy Stanley, physical therapist and health coach. And this is I'm not even going to say it's coincidental. So I had prepared to talk about sleep, and this is a subject I've talked about before. Hey, Winnell. And let's see who else. Hey, Ann. But so I kind of reviewed my notes. I've had this up here. I've got lots of flip charts with lots of information. And I want you to know that the number one health hack, the most important thing for you to work on is sleep to be healthy. It's going to help you lose weight. It's going to help you avoid disease. You know, God created it for a purpose, and 8 hours is kind of the magical number. Hey, Charlotte. And you think, well, why 8 hours? Well, first of all, that's when it's dark. You know, it's at least dark for 8 hours usually, except in some continents, you know, it's not. But most of the time it is. And it's a chance for our bodies to rejuvenate. And what I notice with my patients is that the ones that don't sleep, and my clients, the ones that don't sleep struggle with their weight loss. So we're going to talk about sleep, and then I'm going to give you some hacks to help you sleep, okay? Because I've noticed over the years there's certain things. Hey, Dee. Hey, Angeline. All right, so here we go. All right, so here's what I'm going to tell you. First off the bat, I can't give you my knowledge if you are holding on to your knowledge and what you think you know, okay? So there are people that I talk to and they just won't listen. And so I just want to say, well, I can't help you because you're holding on, you know. And I talked about last week that attachment is the source of all pain. That's a Buddhist quote, but I'm not Buddhist, I'm Christian. But when you think about it, when you're attached to something you believe, and you're not willing to listen to facts, to studies, to research, then you're not going to grow, okay? So for you to hear what I'm about to talk to you about, whether it's vitamin D or sleep or keto or intermittent fasting or whatever it is, you're going to have to release some of the things you have already thought. And one of the things that most people think is that they have to get up and go to the bathroom during the night. It's just something they do. They've always done it, or maybe they've been doing it for years and they don't think that they can quit doing it. Well, I'm going to tell you you can. And yesterday's interview, it was yesterday, I'm interviewing Michael. He had told me, he said, I was getting up all during the night, walking around, going to get something to eat, going, sitting up, getting on my phone, you know, just all kinds of, and he said, now I sleep all night. I sleep like a baby. And I'm like, yeah, you've trained yourself. And so most of us have allowed our bladder to dictate our sleep. And really, it's not really our bladder, it's our mind, because what happens is we wake up and we have the thought of, I need to go to the bathroom, and you can't go back to sleep because you're having that thought. And so you get up and go just to get it over with. I did that for years. But once I found out why I needed so much sleep, why I needed more sleep and more complete sleep, and the whole circadian rhythm and what happens while you're sleeping, all your hormones, your body's healing itself, you're burning fat if you're not waking up. But you're not getting all those benefits if you're up and down through the night, waking up, going to the bathroom. So I'm going to give you some tips about how to get more sleep. But the first tip I'm going to give you is first of all, you burn fat while you're sleeping. If you go to bed around 10 o'clock, about 12 o'clock, actually that's on the next, okay, so if you go to bed at 12 o'clock, if you go to bed at 10 o'clock, your human growth hormone is going to peak about about midnight, okay? So if you go to bed at 12, it's not going to peak then because you haven't been asleep long enough. So that's why you need to go ahead and get in the bed. Quit scrolling Facebook, get off the TV, whatever it is. Don't nap on the couch. Get up and go to bed, okay? If you have to learn how to do meditation, if you have to get an app on your phone that plays some quiet music, whatever you have to do, I'm going to tell you it's the best medicine you'll ever take. Take you a bath with some magnesium in it, the soaking salts, Dr. Teal's. I just did that, pour it in there. It's going to help you to sleep. Take some magnesium at night if you need to. Drink some warm milk, whatever it is you have to do. I would do not cocoa and certainly not coffee. Okay, so 98% of fat burning takes place while you're sleeping, but if you're waking up and down, so is it any wonder as you get older, have to go to the bathroom more, you're gaining weight because you're not sleeping, you're not burning off the fat that you were when you were younger. Okay, so go to bed and don't drink anything or eat anything in that 2-hour window, because as soon as you eat something, first of all, your insulin's going to spike and your body's going to produce cortisol, which is going to throw you out of fat burning mode. The other thing is if you drink something, your bladder's going to fill up and you're going to feel like you need to go to the bathroom. So train yourself. I mean, you don't go to the bathroom every 2 hours during the day, I wouldn't think. I hope not. Yeah, okay. So there are 6 fat-burning hormones that your body's going to produce, and a lot of this while you're sleeping. It's T3 thyroid, human growth hormone, which we already talked about, IGF-1, glucagon, testosterone, adrenaline. Okay, so this IGF is a hormone. It works like insulin. Okay, so hormones are really just the language of the body. It's how our cells connect with each other. But if you don't get adequate sleep, that's not going to be happening. So the other thing that happens is ghrelin and leptin, which are the 2 hunger hormones, are produced. And if your sleep is diminished, you have an increased amount, a 20% increase in ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone. Okay, so does it make sense? Get better sleep. Leptin, which is the hormone that tells you if you're full, if you don't get sleep, it decreases. So you're not having the hormone that tells you you're full. So this is the science behind how your body works, and it's an amazing science. I mean, God, our bodies are amazing and how it responds. But if we just get back to basics, just get sleep. Okay. All right. So here we go. So let's see. All right, so I'm going to go back to this other page because there's some stuff on here I wanted to tell you about. Okay, so interrupted sleep. Here's the consequences. Here's what's happening when you have interrupted sleep. Number 1, it decreases your immune defense system, okay? Your body's not going to be able to fight off disease, okay? Your increased tumor growth by 2 to 3 times if you're not getting good sleep. So there's another good reason. Number 3, it causes an increase in hunger. I just talked about that with leptin and ghrelin. Okay, and memory impairment. Even if you just get 4 to 6 hours, it's going to impair your memory. So another reason why you need good sleep. Okay, and then your physical performance is impaired. I know for my own self, if I have a night that I stay up, sometimes every now and then I'll have a project I'm working on, I'll stay up like I was doing my taxes, I stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning categorizing everything in my business, and the next day I noticed I taught a class and I wasn't able to perform. Okay, so let me just give you an example of how important Plant Hatch or Southern Company thinks this is. After I had decided to do this, I go over and look, was kind of going through some mail. Southern Company had sent out a flyer. It says, "Did you know?" And when I opened it, I thought it was something about health. And sure enough, I opened it up, and it's a place to go to get your sleep checked. And it's a quiz. And I just did it, and all mine's good because I sleep good. And yeah, so it's called sleepcharge.com. So they spent a lot of money. And the reason they did is because they want their employees to be rested. Now, the schedule they put them on makes me wonder. It's kind of like they're talking out of both sides of their mouth. But they see the importance of it to health, and you should too. So guard your sleep. So here's what I said, just to summarize. Number 1, quit drinking water close to bedtime. Take some magnesium. if you struggle with your sleep, get off the computer, turn off the blue light, get in the bed, do a meditation. It's one of the things I teach in my program is meditation. You get a meditation every week and one every Monday. Okay, let's see, what else was it? Yeah, just begin to tell your body, no, you don't need to go to the bathroom, and try to sleep all night. Really work on getting your sleep, but you got to get to bed earlier. So that's all I have for tonight. If you want to see more of my videos, the video I did last night on vitamin D is up on YouTube. Go to Dr. Nancy Stanley, and that's where you'll see my YouTube videos. And if I don't have your email, so I'm sending out an email, I think tomorrow it goes out, about sugar and why you crave it, okay? So, and I'll be doing another video on that this week. But give me your email if I don't already have your email. And thank you, whoever's throwing up all those loves. I love that, okay? Stay tuned. I'm going to be trying to do a video. I do one every morning at 8:15. And I do one a lot of nights. Hey, wow, I love that. Thank you so much. Okay, so listen, because I want you to be healthy. I don't want you to be on the sidelines. I want you in the game. I'm 63 years old, and I am in the game. There's nothing. I mean, I'm going next week. I'm going dog sledding in Colorado. I'm so excited about it. You know, they just had one of the biggest snows in a long time. And so I'm going to be going dog sledding. I'm really excited about that. And so I hope that you are staying in the game with the choices you're making. Here's what I'm going to say to you. Let's see. Hey, Charlene, we had a good time at exercise today. I'm so glad you came. Yeah, all right. So your current conditions and circumstances, the weight that you are, the person you're married to, the house you live in, yeah, you chose it, okay? But that's not your emerging future. Your emerging future is what God has for you, and it's health. But you have to choose it. Just like you, maybe your health isn't good right now. You chose it, okay? Yes, things happen. You get in a wreck, things happen. But for the most part, we are choosing our health by what we are eating, and we can choose better. And God wants us to honor our bodies. So your emerging future is something different, okay? And you know my little saying, you're shooting an arrow, and that bow, you're holding, you've got a certain outcome ahead, and if you just switch it just a little bit right now, your outcome will be totally different. You will be in the game in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Yeah. I was talking to a nurse today. I nursed with her. I worked with her at the hospital years ago. She's 74, and she's in good shape. And I said, you know, I want to live to be 95, but I don't want somebody pushing me around. I want to be walking. I want to be taking care of myself, and that's not going to happen if I don't make good choices. So I'm just going to encourage you, make good choices. If you want to know more about my program, message me. I'd love to put you in there, and let's talk soon. I'm doing 20 interviews over the next 20 days, so be looking for those. I did one today with Anitha Vaughn. Oh my gosh, she's lost, what did she say, 42 pounds, and she did it while traveling. Yeah. So you can do it. You just need to know what to do, and I'd love to help you. Talk to you soon. Yeah, I know, Winnell. Isn't that awesome? Hey, Ann, I don't think I've seen you on here before, but maybe you have been on. I just didn't see you. If you have any questions, text me. I'd love to answer your questions. I love to do research for people. I recently had somebody ask me a question about, you know, hey, Anitha, there you are. We were just talking about you and how great you're doing. I just love it that you're changing your health. One bite at the time. Yeah. Anitha did the butcher box, and she says they really enjoyed that meat because it was grass-fed, and she said the taste of it was so good. And she said, we saved the money that I paid you for your program on eating out. We're not eating out. How you doing, girl? Good to see you. Thank you so much for doing that today. Okay, we'll talk soon, and y'all go get some sleep now. Prepare yourself to sleep. Get off your phone. Do a meditation. There are lots of meditation apps. Do some deep breathing. Maybe one night I'll do some breathing exercises that I use to help me when I'm a little anxious, or when I've gotten some bad news, or when, you know, something's happened. Maybe I'll go through some breathing exercises with y'all to help you with that. I hope you have a great night. Talk to you soon.